You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Well, welcome back to the Or Is It Movie podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I mean Mark.
And today we're taking a look at 2005's Doom, starring Carl Urban, Rosamund Pike, and welcome back, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Carl Urban, we've seen before on Film Studies with Riddick.
That's right.
And Tex, you said Rosamund Pike is from
At World's End, who coincidentally was also named Sam in that movie.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. That's where I know her from.
This is like just before she got famous, Rosamund Pike.
Yeah, this is just before she did Gone Girl. Like, she was the lead in Gone Girl, so.
Yeah.
Technically, At World's End would be just before she did Gone Girl.
That's true.
This was 11 years ago now?
Fuck, yeah, it was.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah. Yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson recently appeared, not recently, but appeared on our Scorpion King Mummy Returns podcast.
Well, okay, let's just say a moving picture recreated of Dwayne "The Rock".
He's in there at the beginning.
Yeah, he was in it for 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, I just love the idea that the other 30 seconds he got, he didn't even have to be there for.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even need him for the roar of that stupid scorpion-looking thing at the end of that movie. But yes, and also, of course, in film studies, was it last year? San Andreas?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, The Rock's tons of film studies appearances.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was surprised when I went through the list. We haven't done a Star Trek movie on film studies.
Oh.
You guys didn't do Into Darkness?
That's right.
No, we didn't do Into Darkness.
Huh. Well, we're going to be doing
that
Beyond, so.
Yeah, we're going to be doing Beyond this year, so. So, yeah, this film, big bomb at the box office.
Oh, yeah, and based on a very early hit video game, which is even crazier than this thing is. Did you ever play it, Sean?
Oh, I played it.
Yeah, Tex?
I watched people play it.
There you go.
It was really the big first computer game. I know Wolfenstein 3D came out first, but it was Doom that really popularized the genre.
The first-person shooter, I think, really owes a lot to that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Wolfenstein started it, but Doom really, really made it popular. Duke Nukem 3D, too. But man, oh man, yet another video game to movie conversion that just did not convert. Like, this one came up on the screen, blue screen to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, and this movie bombed so bad, The Rock made fun of it when he inducted his father and his grandfather at the WWE Hall of Fame. He made a joke about, this is about 2009 or 10 or so. He's talking about how the government was getting in trouble for torturing people overseas by making them watch copies of The Marine, which stars John Cena, who was in the audience.
Yeah.
So, of course, there's a big ooh reaction, and he says, "Don't worry, man, I made Doom." So, a trip up in the Rock set of movies.
This was fun to go back to, though, because it was, well, first of all, The Rock with hair. I can't remember the last time I saw that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, when was the last time he had hair in a movie?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Because he didn't even have hair in Rundown.
This might have been it.
Not as much as this.
Yeah, no, like barely even stubble.
He may have had to shave his head just to shed the stink of Doom out of himself. Like
maybe that's it. Maybe that's he just his hair grows back and he just smells Doom, so he just keeps it shaved now.
yeah. He can't go back to those days.
Tex, why don't you take us through Doom?
All right, so our story begins with exposition informing us man found a portal leading to Mars, and in 20 years, we still haven't figured out why. At some science facility, they have the annual running of the scientist, and Dr. Carmack makes a victory video. Sarge informs his team of Marines that they can't go on vacation because they have a rescue mission. John's told not to come, but he doesn't play by the rules and comes anyway. He and Sarge have a light talk about foreshadowing exposition, and then it's time to go through the portal to get to Mars. Reaper's sister, Samantha, gives the boys the lay of the land. The boys start looking for survivors, making sure to show the weird shit that the scientists were up to. Samantha gives Reaper some exposition about genetic experimentation that gets interrupted so Portman and Goat can find Dr. Carmack, who turns out to be having a very bad day. Goat and Kid kill Crazy Naked Bitch, and Carmack informs Samantha something's inside. The boys encounter Crazy Human after Crazy Human, and of course, like any monster movie, the monster is a master at hide-and-seek and affecting flashlights. Goat gets a worm thing put into his neck by some monster thing, and Reaper kills it. Mac loses his head. Sarge wants a bigger gun. Samantha makes a scientific discovery. Destroyer has a cage match with a monster, and Portman gets used as a pendulum. Samantha discovers the genome is a Captain America drug, and Sarge starts to go a wee bit crazy. Samantha gives Reaper C-24 to make him super soldier, and for 5 minutes we get the first-person look of the game this movie was actually based on. After playing a little hide-and-seek, Reaper and Sarge have a throwdown, and Reaper eventually comes out the victor. One final shot of Reaper bringing Samantha back, and roll gameplay. I mean credits.
Yeah. Yeah, you touched on it. The first-person scene was the selling point for this movie.
That's right. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It takes almost the entire movie to get to it.
Well, of course, naturally. It took 14 days to shoot, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
To just walk through with a camera and
I don't know, just hold a gun in front of a green screen?
Yeah, what did he get that wrong? Like
I don't know.
Well, I mean, think of what kind of effects you had back then, right? I guess it makes sense.
I mean, I assume then all the aliens in that scene are actually people dressed up.
Yeah.
And that's why it took so long.
By the way, I love the alien with the chainsaw. That killed me. Or
that was awesome, but I could see them go. Listen, Fred. I love what you do, but I just didn't believe that when you got shot. Okay, so if we could just go from the top. All right, thank you. And action.
I'll tell you what I didn't believe. I didn't believe the alien noticing the bomb and doing a double take.
What?
What? What? Boom. Okay.
Hey,
look, gamers have waited for this first-person shooter scene for a very, very long time, and you throw in an alien double take? Come on.
Might as well throw in the wah, wah.
Yeah.
Well, in their defense, they are humans that turned into these monster things, so the humans would know what bombs were.
Yeah,
true.
But come on.
I'm confused how come... I actually have a question. Why does Pinky turn into a monster if he wasn't originally attacked?
He was attacked later.
He was attacked, but he wasn't given one of those little worm injection thingies in the neck.
Well, that's the whole thing with this movie is you either can get the worm injection or you get bitten. From what I can tell.
Or just straight up injected with the shit.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, hey, if this is what they kept, what's on the cutting room floor must be gold. Yeah.
Mark, try to explain to me how this, as Tex put it, Captain America serum works.
This is, I think what they were trying to get across here is that you inject the serum. Some people, don't react very well to it, and they turn into monsters. Other people, like Carl Urban, luckily, just becomes a super soldier for a little while.
It's a Captain America drug.
It is. Yeah, these are just people having really, really bad allergic reactions.
Great and bad men evil.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yep.
That's a good point, and I want that
That
to
is.
stay in everyone's memory for my or is it. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's just like Dr. I forget his name said in Captain America that makes good men good and bad men into monsters. Yeah, good call.
But
Tex.
what's the difference between turning somebody into a super soldier and turning someone into a monster?
The super soldier doesn't turn into a cannibal?
Yeah, they don't want to infect other people with the same thing. They don't want to rip them apart or fight them in a cage match. I guess.
I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Like the good people, which are very few in this, get
Yeah.
superpowers. The bad ones just want to infect more people and just spread like a virus. So they get the mutated tongue things. Like it's a complete a big exaggeration of what we would have seen in Captain America.
Let's go with the good people. Look at the look at the Bible guy. I'm impressed you actually learned all their names. I couldn't keep them fucking straight. And this is like the 6th time I've seen this movie.
I wrote them down at the start.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Because they do a roll call.
They
as
do.
the guns are being put in. They're like, designation, go, designation, blah, 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 designation, da-na-na. I'm like, okay, this name, this name, this name, this name, this name.
Yeah.
That's
Bing.
what I fucking did, because...
Bing. That was easy.
Exactly. That's what I fucking
Ladies and
did.
gentlemen, let's meet your cast. All
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
And then Pinky. What the hell was that?
Yeah, right,
He wasn't cool enough to get a cool nickname like Destroyer.
But the Bible guy gets turned into a monster.
Yes.
I
She
know, isn't
explains
it
that.
ironic?
Gets turned into
I
the
guess.
devil. Ah.
Yep.
No, that's explained. Because she says they're discovering there are genetic markers for people with psychotic tendencies.
So he was psychotically
So-
religious?
Yes, so he had psychotic tendencies. Well, hello, he said the Lord's name in vain and then he cut himself.
So
That's
yes, he
not
was,
a psychotic tendency?
yeah. Well, I think that's just a matter of perspective.
No. Yes. Yes, completely.
Where is my razor? Sorry. Oh, well, anyway, back
Yeah.
So, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the year 2026. Why are we still fucking around Nevada looking for stuff? Didn't we find it all yet? I mean, come on.
No, they're looking for things on Mars.
No, I know, but I mean, they said, well, in the year 2020, they found the portal or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, well, yes, in Nevada. So why were they still fucking around Nevada looking for stuff? Like, didn't they find it all by 2020?
I assumed they were breaking ground on a new casino.
Fair enough. Maybe the Grand Canyons weren't grand enough, and someone decided to do something about it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're going to compete with that Grand Canyon. We're building the Grander Canyon.
I just loved how the sister had a very obviously suppressed English accent,
Oh, big time.
and the
Yeah.
brother had a very well suppressed Australian accent.
He is very good at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
Props
could
to Urban.
I could just hear that English coming through just
Every
about
so
everything
often.
she said.
I know. I would love to have heard or seen recordings of in between takes when they're just talking, and then trying to click back into character.
Oh yeah,
That's what I actually
And then-
love about outtakes. Fucking love that, especially when, it turns out that somebody has an accent because they do the line and everything and then they fuck up and then they start talking and bam, the accent's right back. It's
Yeah.
awesome. I love finding out that people have accents that way. It's like, oh my god, they're actually English, didn't know.
Yeah, like the first time I heard Andrew Lincoln from The Walking Dead actually do an interview, I was shocked. But
yeah,
it does explain Coral.
yeah.
So-
Coral, yeah.
So did you guys get a sense of deja vu in this one?
Several, but go ahead.
Not from the game, but I don't know, going to Mars on an adventure because a mysterious alien race was there before. I don't totally recall if I've seen this before, but I think I've seen this before. Sometime in the 80s.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that turned out to be all a dream.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Huh? Shameless plug? Huh? For this show? Sorry. It's like when they have
A plug for
you
the
know
show
what?
that
Actually,
you're already doing.
I will give this movie one credit. At no point did they say, like, if you go there, you'll go there to your doom, or something like that. They didn't have to friggin' like shoehorn in the title of the movie into a sentence or something.
True.
That's true. That's true.
So, and the opening scene for everyone, the running of the scientists, love that text, by the way.
Yeah.
That looked kind of familiar too, but it just kind of reminded me of some fire drills I've had at work. So that was kind of a weird flashback. But
Now, did they see in the video the big hole open in the background?
I don't know.
Because that was my thing in this movie, because she finds out later on, she says something to the effect of, oh my god, these creatures didn't kill my coworkers, they are my coworkers. And at this point I'm thinking, doy? Like, it's pretty obvious that these are her coworkers.
Yeah. Especially they always find like name tags around. Like everybody's still got their "Hi, my name is Phil." You know, like
Yeah.
like they're at a dinner party or something.
And these aliens look like humans. Like, this is right out of Alien. This is rips off Alien. Right?
Yeah.
Well, right down to the stabbing with something in the mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, doy, which,
Yeah.
by the way, I actually worked out the spelling of. It's DOIUY. It's the closest I could get to an actual spelling in my notes, doy, but
I always thought it was DOIY myself.
we're Canadian. There has to be a U.
Quick question here: Did Portman say he was going to get some she-boys on vacation?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God! Okay, as if there was any doubt that guy was going to turn into a monster. What the hell?
Yeah. Pretty good
He was
foreshadowing
creepy,
there.
just all around creepy. I mean, you're into what you're into, but holy cow, was he ever creepy, eh?
Yeah, but he didn't turn into a monster. He just got killed,
Yeah, there's
Took
always
too
that
long.
one.
in my opinion. But yeah, he just got killed.
Yeah, and that was one for the audience, right? They set up this guy who's absolutely reprehensible, and then you just you kill him off. It's like, oh great, now we're cheering for the monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why he was so perverted. It didn't mean anything to the plot.
Yeah, and he wasn't even like the type that showed off any special skills like they needed to have him around.
No, he was actually kind of a pussy.
Yeah, and apparently has IBS or something. I don't know.
No, that was just a cover story so he could call for reinforcements.
Oh, clever. Yeah.
Yeah, because,
Which never came.
walking. Well, no, it was the transmission was jammed because right at the start it says that Sarge needs to acknowledge that this is a rescue mission and there is no backup. Basically, they're it. If they can't save them, they're fucked.
Right.
Now, was that the mission parameters to start with, or was it was just a search and rescue, wasn't it?
It was a search and rescue, yes, but it said something about how there was no backup or whatever, and it's like, you need to acknowledge this or whatever in military speak.
Right, yeah. It's almost
It's
like the Mission Impossible.
Confirm mission parameters, acknowledge or whatever.
Right. Like Mission Impossible, right? When they, if you're caught, we'll disavow all knowledge, blah, blah, blah.
You know what I loved, actually? And this is something that is, like, I don't know if you want to say, like, a horror movie or action movie trope or both. But whenever there's something like this, you go into a lab that you think is empty, and then you see one animal, that animal flips out, and then the rest of them start flipping out. It's like, there were dogs in there. Dogs are gonna bark, period. They're not gonna wait for a monkey to react to you showing up and then start barking.
Why were there dogs?
Animal experimentation.
They had monkeys for that.
Yeah, well, they had dogs too. I don't know.
No, it just seemed odd to me. Like, if you have monkeys for experimentation, which obviously that's what they're for, that's what we use them for. Why dogs? Was it a seeing eye dog?
Oh no, it was definitely
Like, was it a pet?
I honestly think that it was like a whole bunch of different animal experimentations, because you had the mice, you had the monkeys, and you had the dogs for whatever reason, to see if it, I don't know, reacted differently to dogs.
It's kind of like, you ever go and go to a restaurant and then you get the fountain drink, but they make you pour your own drink, and then you go up and then you just start trying shit, like putting different stuff in the cup at the same time.
Yeah.
Swamp water, yeah.
Yeah, that's how these guys were doing their science. They're like, let's put this shit in a dog and see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not giving these movie scientists a whole lot of credit this go round. They had zero.
God, no.
They had no fail safes for an experiment gone wrong. They're like, let's strap him down. We think this is going to give him superpowers, but let's just strap him down with plain old Velcro or whatever it was they were using.
Oh, and you know what? Speaking of that cell, I love the fact that they were nice enough to put a computer in there in case the monster wanted to get video games.
Yeah.
It probably had Wolfenstein 3D on it.
Yeah.
Load parentheses 8 asterisk 8.
Yeah, let's see how smart the monster
got a great
is.
Visual of a monster doing that.
Or maybe so the monster could Skype back home and say, honey, I'm going to be a few minutes.
Yeah.
I might be late for vacation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monsters are Sylvester Stallone, apparently.
Evidently.
Again, cutting room floor.
I love the most funny part in the movie for me was when they're bringing Dr. Carmack. He's just been attacked. They find him and he's been attacked. Obviously, he's bleeding.
Oh yeah.
So they bring him through the nano wall. Is it Destroyer?
Yes.
Destroyer puts him on the bed. The sister, Sam, takes off her science coat.
Oh, and then puts on her formal size coat.
Puts on her doctor's coat and then starts to perform the surgery. I'm like, fucking really? Why do you change coats? Are you fucking Mr. Rogers here? Like, what the hell's up with this?
I know. When she did that, actually, I was gonna put it in the synopsis, but I was like, there's really no point to putting it in there. But I was gonna say that she had taken off her casual lab coat to put on her formal lab coat.
It's like, what's the point?
Oh, hey there. Didn't see ya. Just coming in from outside. Gonna put on my lab coat. We're going to talk about trains today and science, you know.
I'm surprised she didn't change her shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And a little puppet comes up. Oh, hey, look at the ear. Got bit off, you know. Thanks, Nurse Pinky, you know. So now it's time for an episode of If I Were.
Excellent. I was hoping there was going to be one in this.
All right. So as most of you know, I'm not The Rock, nor a sergeant of anything. But if I were, I absolutely would, first of all, sideline the one guy who's probably the best at this job, right from mission go. And secondly, I absolutely would take some guy we've nicknamed the Kid to another planet on a mission with zero backup.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, like, come on. Okay, when Arnold was going into the forest to hunt the predator, he didn't even know he was going to hunt the predator. He didn't take the Kid with him. Listen, I know it's your first time out of the army. You just got out of basic training, but we're going through a really dangerous mission, so you should probably come and get killed. Listen to me.
Shirts.
Yeah. Listen, we'll cut the sleeves off and show your biceps, and then we will shoot you, or someone will shoot you later. I don't know what it will be. That's The Rock in this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So then the Kid has to take what, space Percocet? What the hell is he dropping down there?
Yeah. Oh, he said, yeah. He turns to Portland and says, "Do you have any?" Yeah. He's got lots. Look at him.
He drops it in people's drinks. What are you talking about?
He's got like a formal prescription pill bottle. Like this guy. I'm surprised he didn't put on a lab coat and be like, "Okay, so what do you need? You know, here's my selection." You know.
And that's always confused me in movies, because when guys go in like this, we have a special attack team or whatever. They always have gloves on with the fingers cut out.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, gloves for picking up stuff, but you still want your trigger finger nice and loose, I guess?
Yeah, no. I know why the holes are cut, but why do they wear gloves? What's it really protecting?
Against a small owie? I don't know. I just mentioned I'm not a sarge of anything, so I'm not sure. Next time I see someone wearing those gloves, I'll be like, come on, what is
like
this?
they're wearing essentially UFC fighter gloves.
No, those are actually more provide more protection.
Well, okay, but essentially.
Yeah.
Why? Are you protecting against possible slivers?
Me? It's protecting against the heat of the gun as it fires.
Well, if your gun at the handle is heating up, then I don't think it's working properly.
Yeah, that's true.
No, guns actually do heat up as
they absolutely do.
As they expel ammo. So I can see that. I'm just guessing. But it kind of makes sense to me.
Oh, no, that makes sense. I mean, it's a total fucking guess. I don't know, but
but it does kind of make sense.
Kinda.
So if you like to wear fingerless gloves while expelling ammo, please write us at CanadianMovieCrew@gmail.com.
Yeah, or if you're in some type of special forces, then please let us know why you wear those gloves.
I don't think they'll be able to tell us about that part.
Yeah, maybe not.
Well, they can tell us why they wear the gloves, just not where.
That's true.
I like
where or when we wear our gloves because of this. Done.
And I like the when Portland and the kid are trying to sneak through. I don't know, the rafters of the lab. I guess they're on the metal stairs.
Okay.
And they drop a can.
Oh.
And I wrote down, "Being quiet is hard." By the way, when the lead scientist, who has obviously been attacked by some kind of alien on Mars, says, "Shut it down, it's inside,"
Yeah.
maybe consider following that advice.
I know. Yeah, really. Like, let's just get everyone out, shut the doors, and we're done here.
Like Carmack says that, and then she just goes, "Huh. Do. Doesn't tell anybody. Doesn't radio anybody. Doesn't hurry up and download whatever the plans are."
Yeah. And how inefficient was this system, by the way? They had to go to like 6 different locations just to get the data. Mars doesn't have like an internet service provider?
Or a central backup plan?
Yeah. Like a central location for your data?
That any logical computer networking person would say put at the ARC,
Especially
so you can just yoink and go.
Especially 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine you just get into your lab, you put on your formal lab coat, you sit down at the computer, and then you're like, go back to the door, the nano door, take off your formal lab coat, put on the casual, and walk back down to the other side. Oh, shit. All right. Now I got to get that equation from over there, and then come back, change the coat again, sit down.
Yeah.
Okay, now my coffee's cold. Now I got to take off the lab coat, go back outside. I also want to know, the question I had about this was, the serum is, what part of the serum turns people into nudists? Just curious.
Nudists?
Yeah, I was wondering that myself. But it must, right? Because later on, when you see like them as monsters, they're totally naked. So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's the first step into transforming into the monster. You want to get your clothes off so you don't rip them or they get constrictive.
So this serum gives them some sort of genetic program that says, listen, this stuff is going to get tight, so you might want to remove a few layers. Let yourself breathe, and then you can transform into a monster.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that explanation.
Wow. When I watched this movie and I saw the monsters, I didn't think, they're nude.
Well, there was the one.
Well, the only reason we bring that up is the naked chick, right?
Yeah, they shot the naked lady.
Yeah, which immediately made me think of the fact that later on, when he's fighting the other monsters, they're not wearing any clothing.
When I saw the naked chick, I was just thinking, there you go, Mark.
Thank you. And something I just thought of is that I'm kind of surprised they didn't take that opportunity to just have The Rock. Well, listen, we've had everyone else take off their clothes when they get monsterized, so you're going to want to just take your shirt off, The Rock, and
this was a different time. This was a time when he was taking his shirt off normally in the ring. So a lot of his movies, he was fully clothed.
Oh, I was going to say, was he shy? You know,
no.
About being The Rock, like.
But if you ever want to know what The Rock, the wrestler, sounded like in the Attitude Era when he was getting really big, watch this movie. His cadence in this movie is straight out of the ring.
And like, as in his promos?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Especially when he starts talking tough and he's I'm gonna fuck it up, but like, we go now. And he like does that pause.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right out of the ring. Right out of the ring.
Listen, boys, we gotta go now. If you smell what the Sarge is cooking.
Dude, seriously, I was expecting that. When I was in the theater watching this movie when it first came out, and I was the only one there, because it was Sunday night, it was a late show. That's what this happened. That happened. Yes, that's it. I was sitting there. I was expecting if you smell what Sarge is cooking.
Or even, I'm surprised they didn't put it in, or even like a small, when he gives an order and someone questions him, if he's like, listen, we're going to go here and do this. If you smell what I'm cooking.
But even back then, he was such a good action star. Every time he left the frame, I expected his music to play.
The Sarge, they have to re-record it. The Sarge says.
Yeah, no, just play the music, It's like, okay, we go now, and he leaves the frame. Dun, dun, dun,
That's awesome. Now I want that. I want to do a fan edit and just, or when but just before he comes into the screen, his musical hit.
I'll find that for you. I'll make that for you. Speaking of Sarge, I bet they gave Sarge, the character, the BFG.
Yes.
Only because The Rock was the only one strong enough to actually pick it up.
No shit. No shit, yeah. And it doesn't even look that big in the actual game.
No. Isn't that the one that just looks like a square? It's like a white square?
Oh boy, it's been a long time since I played that game.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they just released the new Doom, but
I know I was kind of disappointed at how it was underutilized. I understand, like, they're making the movie that's an expensive effect, especially in what year was this again?
2005.
Yeah, it's very expensive, but I wanted to see someone get hit with it. Did you notice that it just causes a bit of property damage?
That would have been cool.
Yeah,
he shoots. Doesn't he shoot the kid with it?
No, he shoots the kid just with a pistol or whatever.
Yeah. He does a lot more with his pistol than just his regular machine gun, which was still friggin' big, though. I don't know where
the BFG goes when he's not carrying it, though.
What's that? Sorry?
Like, when he's not actually firing the BFG or preparing to fire the BFG, it's nowhere to be fucking found, but suddenly it's in his hands and he's firing.
I know, I was looking for it. It was on his back.
Oh, was it?
Yep. Oh, yeah, he was hauling that thing around.
Well, I guess he's just so huge I didn't see the freaking gun hiding on his back.
That's the thing. It's still The Rock's back, so when he's standing facing the camera, it's like an eclipse.
Yeah, seriously.
When Pinky shows up at the end and he's like, and they're standing in the hallway and The Rock's about to shoot him, and they see the alien standing behind him.
Yeah.
And he goes, "There's an alien behind me, isn't there?" Maybe that's a good time to shoot the alien?
Yeah. Instead of just be like, "Yes, there is." Yeah.
Yeah, like he was going to shoot him. He could have just lifted the gun just a little.
Yeah, he was already aiming that way.
Yeah, and killed the alien.
Yeah, really. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
But then again, we wouldn't have seen Pinky tossed around like that.
Well, I think Pinky did that because he had to come back as the alien on wheels.
Yeah.
So.
Which was funny because he turned into a fucking monster thingy really goddamn quickly.
Yeah, he just
Everybody else had slow progression. He fucking turns into like a slug thing with fucking horns almost instantaneously.
But he was pink. It was just a giant pink flesh blob.
Was that the name of the alien in the game?
Oh.
I have a feeling that was probably the nickname for the alien in the game.
Probably. Actually, if I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, like I said, it's been a long time, I think the whole quote-unquote story of Doom was that actually the portals weren't to another planet, they were like to hell. And you were
to hell, yeah.
Yeah, you were firing at demons and stuff. Like that was the whole thing. So
that's the thing. There was a story to Doom. I don't think anybody knows the story to Doom.
No, but they all know the big fucking gun.
Yeah, of course they know the big fucking gun. That's the big fucking weapon.
That's the one you wanted, yeah.
The one thing I don't remember from the game, the fist fight at the end.
Oh, you never made it that far?
No, I made it that far. I always had tons of fucking weapons.
Yeah, no shit, yeah. I think the rock carrying around the BFG was bad, man. All the shit that you could carry in that game. By the end of it, I had one of everything. Everything.
Oh, yeah. And tons of ammo to go on top of it.
Oh, yeah. And, and then cheat codes came out, and then I had everything.
Oh, well, yeah.
One thing
I was disappointed there was no red key cards, no blue key cards.
Yeah, or no big giant floating heads.
Yeah,
with the tentacles,
the giant meatball monsters. Yeah, those were Yeah,
I remember after playing it, and my mom made like spaghetti and meatballs. Like, no thanks, I'm good. I'll just have a salad. They knew something was wrong.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So when Sarge first finds that little spot where the BFG is hiding,
yeah,
and he tries to get in, it says DNA code not accepted, whatever. And then he steals some chick's badge, which I guess has blood on it, and puts it on the scanner. It accepts the DNA.
That wasn't a badge. That was her hand.
Okay.
Yep.
Either way.
Someone's hand got lopped off, so he picks up the hand. Why does that particular scientist
have access to something like that?
Oh, now that's the real question. Yeah, he just picks up random hand off the floor and bleep, you're in. You get into the armory with the big fucking gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an armory room. That was just weapons.
Yep.
And that's kind of, I know they needed an excuse to fit the BFG in there, but so they were also experimenting with weapons?
Well, you see, here's the thing, because she's shocked and surprised that the head scientists are actually trying to make these super soldiers for what I assume to be the military.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's an action trope thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, despite the fact that a lot of the lab seems to be devoted to that,
yeah,
like a lot of rooms and a lot of resources, and somehow she's
completely oblivious.
Completely oblivious to this whole thing. Maybe the tip-off that there is a giant room full of weapons. Maybe this isn't just a research lab.
Yeah, no kidding. And where was the firing range? Where did they test the BFG? And other stuff. Like, was it a case maybe that like she didn't know because every time she got close to that room, they had someone posted to be like, "Oh, hey Sam, I need you to come over here, and I've got some questions for you." And
or maybe she just spent like all of her time like in the lab or the cafeteria. She went from like the lab to the cafeteria, and like that was it. And knew like no one.
Maybe she spent all day just changing coats.
Yeah, maybe.
Just walking in and out of rooms, changing coats.
She was in wardrobe all day.
Yeah.
How could she be the only person on Mars not knowing what's going on?
It is really weird. Like, did someone just say, "Oh no, that says armory on it," but really they just made a mistake. That's the janitor's closet. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, I really think that there's some subplot where they just kind of kept her away from that room so she never knew what the hell was in there. And then the other rooms where they were making the superhumans. No, janitor's closet. No, that's janitor's closet. We're really messy here. Janitor's closet.
That's where I keep my porn. You don't want to go in there.
Yeah, no kidding.
That really uncomfortable scene between her and Destroyer. I want to fuck you. I need a bone saw. Okay, I'll get a bone saw and then we'll fuck.
Oh, you mean
Sorry, that's not Destroyer. That's Duke.
Is that Duke?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yes. Did you not feel the tension between Sam and Duke?
No.
I like when she drops the flashlight in the monster's mouth and then has to take like 30 fucking seconds to retrieve it. I'm like, is it entirely empty?
Yeah. Like,
Does the throat grow as a monster? So now there's like this bottomless pit? Because seriously, that should have just hit the back of its throat and done.
yeah. They might as well put a scene in there where she's like, I need to get my flashlight. I need to get my flashlight. And Duke's like, why did you say it twice? She's like, I didn't. You know?
Yeah, really.
So why doesn't this group of highly trained specialists take a stroll in a facility without, I don't know, night vision scopes, goggles of any kind
Oh, because those don't exist.
in 2026?
No.
No. We can go to Mars. We just can't see fuck all when we get there. Okay.
Nope.
Why don't they turn on a light? They have power.
Yeah, that's true.
Are these scientists working in the dark?
Yes.
That's the only logical answer. Yes.
Oh, well, seriously, at the start, you see when they're running down the corridors, when they're having the, running of the scientists, there are no lights.
That's true.
Yeah, it's very dark wherever they are. Like it's
They
like the
save on power.
I think the monsters are sensitive to light. They're like, "Ooh, please, could you? I get headaches. If you don't mind, just turn it off. Thanks."
Yeah.
And why is there a sewer on Mars?
People got a shit.
Well, that's the facility itself, so
Yeah, but
that one makes sense.
no, not really, because when you go into space, they vacuum suck it into a giant vat. They don't have running water. They don't have a sewer.
Well, they do in the future.
These are civilized humans here, Sean. They're not monsters. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. I like how when the Rock first shows up on Mars, and I think it's Pinky that goes up to shake his hand, and Rock does that whole just looks at his hand, looks back up at him.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing in my head I could think of is the Rock doesn't shake hands.
That's right. The classic tough guy move.
Yeah.
Same with another classic action hero trope. We are the reinforcements. Love that one.
Oh yeah. I thought they evacuated everybody. Why is there still people living? Why is there still people there?
Yeah, they had the running of the scientists, and then what was it? Just back to Monday morning as usual? What the hell was that?
No, they had
They had like families.
no that whole thing was
Or was that Nevada?
no, that was the because like okay, the way that the facility was set up and where the running of the scientists was and everything, that was like the underground bunker thing. But the thing on top was like living quarters and whatever, and that separated the underground facility.
Yeah.
So that is why there was all those people, because they evacuated everyone into that area and then sent them through the arc. So the facility on the other side, which looks exactly like the facility on Mars,
Yeah,
You
thank
can
you.
see where the
that's
confusion
where
comes from.
everybody was sent. But they were taken from the living quarters and everything else on the site at Mars.
Well, and you can see how it gets confusing when it's the same set being
Yes.
used for.
Identical.
Yeah.
For a movie that uses the same sets and locations, I had a very, very hard time keeping straight where they were.
Oh, yeah.
There was no sense of geography in this entire movie.
Nope.
No. It was, it was very tried to do that to make it simple and cheap, but at the same time, yeah, unless they called it out, yeah, you have no idea. So we do have a sponsor.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This podcast brought to you by WEPCO. When you need a BFG RFN.
Nice.
LOL.
And I do have a comment here. So, what does Portman do when he takes a shit? Plays with his phone, just like the rest of us.
It's the future.
Yeah.
He's trying to find some she-boys. He's going to...
He's on some weird website. Do they have
and I love, too, how when they're at the beginning of the movie, when they're sitting there waiting for their leave, one of the guys is playing a little handheld video game device.
A little one?
Well, okay, but he's playing a handheld video game device. It's 2026, and it sounds like one of those Tiger Electronic games.
I know. I noticed that too.
Did you notice that? Like,
Absolutely.
Beep, beep, beep. Like, what? Shouldn't this be holographic at this point? Or is he just retro?
I'm pretty sure I had a game like that in 85.
Yeah,
and it was smaller.
I had one like that. It was definitely smaller.
Yeah.
Well, they were all the same size, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess
same
depends.
shell, same buttons,
but
just different.
Smaller than his.
Yeah,
definitely smaller than his.
That thing was friggin' huge. So
they're playing baseball inside the lounge.
Yeah, because that's smart.
Yeah. Again, you're highly trained specialist, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're highly trained specialist that could at any point kill anyone in the room if that fastball hits anybody in the head.
Yeah, no kidding. And almost does a couple of times.
Yeah. Or possibly not, considering it doesn't really seem to hit really hard. So either he's not swinging very hard or he's just a fucking wimp.
I would accept either answer at this point.
Yeah, seriously.
And you know they're going on vacation because one of them is wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Of course he is.
Yeah, the douchebag of the group is wearing the Hawaiian shirt.
It's a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. At least they put it on the right person.
The Army issued Hawaiian shirt?
Army issued? Probably not.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I don't know. They're playing retro video games. So
there you go, gentlemen. You're going on leave. Here's your Hawaiian shirt. Go on, have some fun. So a couple of things I actually liked in this. I actually liked Destroyer's fight with that monster.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought that was all right.
That monster.
Whichever. I put Alien in my notes because I'm like, okay, now we're fighting aliens here from Alien. But like how he grabs the friggin' monitor cord and apparently it is wired right in there and just starts swinging that monitor around.
Yeah, and apparently it's not that heavy.
Oh, he's a fairly big dude. I could.
Even though we've got these like huge CRT monitors from the 80s. Once again, the future.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think I had that one the first computer class I ever took. I had the same one.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't care how strong you are, you can't fucking lasso that bitch. That thing was fucking heavy.
Oh, well.
I'm pretty sure The Rock couldn't have swung that thing around his head like that.
No, that's what I liked about it. It was so ridiculous, and just getting slammed up against the electrified walls and stuff like that. Like, it was kind of fun. And then the other thing I liked too was I liked the nano door. I mean, don't get me wrong, really discourages you from taking a quick peek outside, but no, I still like the nano door.
No, that was cool.
Yeah, I will give this movie that one.
I didn't get how you had to press 3 or 4 buttons to open it and then only one button to close it. That seems like you're asking for disaster.
Oh, well, the whole thing's electronically controlled. I mean, if they had a power outage.
Well, okay, but think about this, though. You open the door. How many times has someone walked in the door behind you that you just didn't know they were there? Right?
Ow.
Yeah, exactly. So if you walk by and like they do in the movie, as soon as they walk by, they don't look back. They just look forward and just reach back and hit the deactivate button.
Yeah.
And vroom. Scientists would have been killed hundreds and hundreds of times over.
Especially these scientists.
Especially these ones. Because the guy in front of you is more focused on how he's going to change his coat than you getting through the door safely.
Yeah.
You know what? Well, you're right. I was gonna give these scientists more credit and say that they probably learned the etiquette of, like, when you get to the door, if someone's in front of you, stop, put in your code, then reclose the door after you get through, and the person behind you will stop, put in their code or whatever. But yeah, you're right. These guys are dumb. So there's probably been a few fatalities.
Yeah.
You know, just make it a bad swipe.
Or you could just stand there at the door if you want to be a real dick. Someone puts in their code and you just hit the button. Psst, nope. Psst, nope. Go get me coffee. Psst. I'm not letting you until you bring it back. Psst.
I imagine that would be a bonus, though, if it goes through the nano wall and reheats the coffee.
Oh, like a walk-through microwave?
Kind of, yeah. You know, like you pour the hour-old coffee out of the coffee pot, and you're like, nano wall. Zzz. Ah, perfect.
Ow, hot, you know?
Yeah.
I like that idea. That's kind of neat.
Really? You find that neat? I find that disturbing, because if that's going to heat up coffee, what's that going to do to skin?
Oh, well, Tex, it's the future. I mean,
it can target.
They can make coffee. The nanos know the difference between coffee beans and skin.
Oh,
come
okay.
On. yeah,
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, is my face red?
That's like another note here that there's a genetic marker for evil. My biology teacher friggin' lied to me.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that old. Yeah. Oh, and we only use 10% of our brains. Yeah. Okay.
So I have a question.
Okay.
So why does our scientist here decide that taking the thing that turns people into monsters is automatically the cure for a bullet wound?
Now, see, the only thing that I can think of based on, like, with that is because she says that Chicky's blood or whatever multiplies 20 times faster than a normal human's and whatever.
Yeah.
So she says that she's virtually healing the moment she's hurt. So I think in that case, that's why, because she's like, well, if I inject you with this, it'll speed up your cell reproduction. There you go. Healed.
Now, she doesn't make that, correct? She finds that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the scientists essentially succeeded. Correct?
Yeah, apparently
Making
the one
the
thing...
CP24?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, why is there a problem in the first place?
Because the CP24 makes you either a monster or a super soldier.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the one thing that they were having a problem with, is that it wasn't working the same for everybody.
Oh, okay.
She's the one who makes the giant scientific leap that says, well, it's got to be your soul is programmed with the genetic marker. Obviously, like, you know, if they had let her in on this project, there wouldn't have been this movie. Apparently, because she's so smart,
Right.
She just figures it out like that. And that's why I had the question, because she doesn't have all the information. When we meet her, she doesn't know what the hell's going on in her own workplace. And then she's just like, well, this obviously is going to cure you because I've decided that it only attacks bad people.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have a case of someone else getting the serum and actually just being okay. Everyone that they know of, monster.
Right.
Well, except a couple of them have been attacked rather than infected.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So that's how she makes the leap too.
And that's my point. It's a huge leap to then take that and then, well, brother, I love you, but here you go. We're fresh out of...
I love the fact that somehow these, like, monster things or whatever, when they're genetically enhanced, can smell or sense who's like them.
Yeah. They can smell what the Sarge is cooking? I don't know. I'm just...
Yeah. Because they just instantly know. They attack the ones that are going to be like them, or, like, infect the ones that are going to be like them, and then they just straight up kill the ones that aren't. So they just magically know?
The whole brain matter tongue thing, I guess? Like,
Yes?
Maybe.
does this mean that our brains are constantly emitting a smell?
Yes?
Our brains stink?
Maybe that's why they need dogs.
Maybe.
To smell the brain? Okay, wow. Now who's
Maybe they
making
have. Maybe they have evil sniffing dogs.
Yes. Let's make that scientific leap and say that's what it was.
Oh yeah,
There you
because
go.
we're not making scientific leaps in this movie.
Yeah.
I love how the Sarge gets in on the science work. I'll decide who is infected.
Yeah.
So you have a doctorate alongside of your biceps? Is that right, Mr. The Rock?
He had an evil sniffing dog.
He did have the dog. Maybe the BFG told him. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it's his new best friend.
I love how they have cameras on their guns, but it never helps.
Yeah.
Every time they go, Pinky, do you see something? No, I don't see anything. I don't even think he was looking at the monitors, to be honest.
Well,
I don't think so either, because every time they said, Pinky, do you see anything? It would cut to him and he'd look at the monitor. So he was like watching TV or something.
Yeah, he was like off to the side having lunch or something. No, I don't see anything. I'm totally focused on the monitors too, yeah.
with how retro futuristic this movie is, I think he probably had an episode of Gilligan's Island playing on another
Yeah,
monitor.
seriously.
Yeah.
And he
Or
was
MASH
watching
or Leave It to Beaver
Watching
or
the
something.
Three Stooges on monitor 4.
Now, the one scene where one of the scenes where they ask him and he says no, I think is the one where Portman's getting killed. I think he lied.
That may be true.
They did not like each other.
You know what? Honestly, because you actually see Portman get killed, right? Like you see him look at the screen and you see Portman like hanging and whatever, and he's like, "What is he?" He's like, "Portman, are you okay?" or something, and I'm like, he's screaming and flopping back and forth. What do you think? Like,
You okay?
he's clearly
You okay?
suspended above the gun, and he's being pummeled back and forth against the wall. Yeah, no, he's perfectly fine.
Portman, you good?
Yeah.
Thumbs up? You okay?
Yeah, he's fine. It's and I love how they were basically recreating the scene from Ace Ventura when he's in the shark tank and he's getting flipped around.
Yeah.
Like
That's no Snowflake. That's no Snowflake.
that's what they do with Portman. So one last question here, and I may have answered it, but you tell me. If Sarge was such a bad guy, why didn't he turn into a monster right away? ? Oh yeah, because it's The Rock.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I have a different theory, but I'll wait for that.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the last question that I had.
Okay, well, budget for this movie, $60 million. Want to guess how much it made? And I mean lifetime gross?
5.
5?
You're forgetting it is The Rock.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to say
15.
15.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll say 22.
Close, 28.2.
Oh.
Lifetime gross made just over a third of its budget.
Ouch.
Wow.
The Rock was offered the role of John Grimm initially,
Oh,
but turned it down because he thought Sarge would be more interesting.
I could see
Nice.
that.
I think it was a good choice.
I think so too.
This is one of those cases where, yeah, the movie sucks, but The Rock's pretty good.
Well, it's kind of like Scorpion King, right? Where he's just playing. Yeah, he just gets to be the badass, and like this is early on in his acting career. So
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, like, this movie is stupid, but it's stupid fun.
Yeah, it is fun to watch. Yeah,
Like, it's not a hardship to watch. It's stupid fun.
well, and I mean, after all the Uwe Boll movies that we watched, this is actually kind of like mid to upper ranking as far as video game to movie conversions go. I'll be honest. Because
yeah.
it does
Yeah.
deliver on that first-person shooter, even for a little bit. Like it's,
Yeah.
you know, they're just shooting monsters up all over the place. Like it kind of delivers on what was a pretty light premise for a game, anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
you know, what I mean, it's not like a
Now,
blood
Tex,
rain.
you didn't see Hardcore Henry this year, but if you
No.
imagine that first-person shooter scene
Mm-hmm.
all the way through the movie.
Oh, I know.
End to end.
I gathered that from the
Yeah.
trailer.
The characters who die in the movie, I don't know if you noticed this, have their credits shot up and destroyed at the end.
Oh, I didn't
If I'd
stick
watched
around
the
that
credits, I
long. Are
might
you
have.
kidding
Okay,
me?
well, 2 working BFGs were created for the film. By working, I mean vibrating. Both were kept by The Rock.
Ha! Nice.
Oh, that is so cool.
Again, going back to the thing of I think he was the only one who could actually pick them up.
Yeah.
Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright were asked to polish the dialogue, but turned it down.
Oh.
That's too
They were
bad.
asked to be script doctors in this movie.
Oh, can you imagine how much more epic that would have turned the dialogue into?
Well, and just, you're right. And just think, though, we could have maybe got like Simon Pegg as, say, Pinky, for example.
It's funny you brought up Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mark, because part of the almost cast in the role of John Grimm, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Listen,
This movie was almost made in 1999.
listen. I would love to do your movie, but I've already been to Mars and I kicked ass there, so I'm good on that front. I'm now going to do something else. You know.
Actually, not quite the reason. As there was actually, at the time that he was going to star in the movie, a real life accident happened where 2 teenagers were playing with a chainsaw and ended up very tragically. So due to the whole media surrounding it, that's why he turned it down.
Okay.
Hmm.
Huh. But man, The Rock versus Schwarzenegger? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, could have The Rock versus, well, I don't think it was The Rock at that point because that was 99, so. Rock wasn't that big yet, so.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And one other almost cast in the role of John Grimm, Vin Diesel.
Now that we could have gotten that one back in 2005.
Could have had Rock versus Vin Diesel in 2005.
Wow.
So a prequel to, what is it, Fast 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? Wow. I actually liked Carl Urban in this.
This is
Me
what
too.
launched his career, yeah.
I like Carl Urban.
Yeah. I like that's the thing is like the main three, the big 3, Rosamund Pike and Carl Urban and The Rock. Like I actually liked them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They're what make they're what make the movie watchable.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story, Mark.
Or is it the reason why police departments are starting to wear chest cameras now? You know, because shit can get really fucked up when you're on duty.
Yeah.
Or is it the total recall of Alien versus Resident Evil?
That's true. Tex?
I got nothing.
No problem. I don't think this was a great Doom adaptation, but I did think it was Call of Duty in space.
Yes.
Or is it the story of a female scientist who secretly let loose a bunch of aliens into a research facility in an attempt to kill her twin brother? I don't buy the fact that she was the only one on that planet that didn't know what was going on. And I think Sarge is the real hero of this movie.
Wow, because he's trying to
He's
shut
the
it all
only
down.
one making he's the only one making the smart decisions.
Wow, you know what? And
Kill everybody, stop it from hitting Earth. Everybody else fucks up.
you know what? I think you're onto something because that would explain why she's so reckless and injects her brother with the serum. Because if he just turns into another monster, then she's off the hook.
Right. And I think she made up the fact that if you're evil, it turns you into a monster. No. As we've seen in other alien movies, it turns good people into monsters and gives the bad people superpowers.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And they did mention their parents were there first.
Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe that drove her mad.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
He got out. He got out and left it behind. She stayed fucking psycho, trying to, I don't know, bring back her parents. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is brilliant.
Blew this movie wide open. I know.
I may have to go back and rewatch this now. I mean, you may have given me a reason to go back.
Go back and watch this movie and think that she's the villain the entire time, and she wins. She Blair Witches this thing.
She does. Whoa.
Well, no, she doesn't, because she doesn't kill him.
No, but her brother joins her.
Yeah, but that wasn't the point. You said that it was trying to kill her.
Well, okay.
Trying to kill her twin brother.
Okay, so maybe that part wasn't true, but I still say she's the villain.
Maybe it's join me or be destroyed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So that about does it for Doom. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I mean Mark.
Join us next time when we'll take a look at the story of an adopted troubled kid who has to learn how to adapt to his new family, who is always having their noses deep in complicated equations. John Ritter stars as the confused but loving father in Math Problem Child.